It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Snowhawks and the Desperados. All that and more coming up next.
With the Wasatch Mountains overlooking us, EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the capital city of Utah, Salt Lake City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Brooklyn taking on the Desperados of Salt Lake City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other
set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Salt Lake City. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
And Lance's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And some space here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Here's Lance. And a dump off here to Robinson.
That defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15 and a first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Open man is Kirk, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Eno Benjamin taking it in from a yard out. And the Snowhawks are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake. Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down. What an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Strong running at the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Play action, now it's Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now Lance. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Lance again. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Lance. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jawan Bentley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Lance. This is caught. It's Kirk.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That one goes for 8 yards. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg. And it's caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Off of play action, here's Lance. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Lance going to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Lance looks to throw again. And it's caught. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Snowhawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers again now. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. That's out wide here for Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lance. Quick slant caught by Kirk. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Brooklyn.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Able to power through. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Offside, defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Lance's this throw taken in by Johnston. And he's got this down to the 35.
Johnston. It's a gain of 10. And Brooklyn first down.
Lance now on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 52-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 32 yards.
And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He completes this one to Mingo.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Salt Lake City first down.
Now Rodgers. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
6 yards to go.
Rodgers now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Robinson with another carry.
Powering his way forward. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk from a yard out.
And the Snowhawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Salt Lake City first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Khalil Mack in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Offside. Defense. That's not good enough, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3. Again, it's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
115 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Brooklyn, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.